$9.2 billion worth of crypto is owned by 19 banks. The big question is, though, what coins do they own? Okay, spoiler alert, they own Stellar and Ripple, but when I get to that part, please do me a favor and act excited. Obviously, the thumbnail gave away the answer. And I've got two court cases with you that have me very, very concerned, because I think the precedent set by these court cases, honestly, I think they apply to all cryptos. And one of them had, crypto deemed as a security. Let's leave this screen and go into this one. I've got XLM and XRP up on the screen, highlighted price-wise. Like I said, just fake it like you're excited when I tell you which cryptos these banks own. Anyways, you got XLM at 12.1 cents right now, up 4.3% in the last 24 hours. XRP coming alive, everyone, 47.6, up 5% in the last 24. But here are the cases that worry me. All right, CFTC versus Adam Todd Digitex LLC. There's a lot of crap in here, a lot of specifics that, honestly, they're very boring. And if you want to read it yourself, you're always welcome to, because as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. CFTC brings enforcement action against digital exchange and natural person controller, suggesting native crypto asset is a commodity, not a security. So now we've got the CFTC reaching pretty hard here. And again, you have to ask yourselves, any of the things that I'm describing here, does this kind of relate to things that you've invested in, crypto projects that you are totally into? This is where things get scary, because listen, you could just replace a few of the names with some of your favorite ones, and oh my gosh, the story would fit. The CFTC charged a group of companies and their natural person with operating an unlicensed futures brokerage company, an FCM, everyone. Additionally, the CFTC alleged that the defendants engaged in an attempted manipulation, fraud, and deception in connection with the transactions in native cryptocurrency created and utilized by the defendants, right? So a utility token, all right? So now we're talking about FCM, Futures Commissions Merchant, right? They're not having the proper licensing and using a native token and messing around with the native token. Here's the scary part. They're classifying this native token as a commodity falling under the CFTC's umbrella. So now we had the SEC that was out there saying, hey, no, crypto is under our regulation. Oh, and here's the CFTC saying, hey, guess what? Your utility token is not a security. Your utility token is a commodity, and we are going to tax that ass. Apply that rule now to all the other cryptos out there that use a utility token to make things move on their chain. Oh my gosh, that would be how many of them? Okay, let's keep going. All right, Superior Court classifies cryptocurrency as a security. Holy crap, are you confused yet? And calculates contract damages based on the cryptocurrency's valuation. Diamond Fortress Techs versus Everid Inc. All right, so there was an ICO that was launched, and basically what they did, they used some old data, and they were said, hey, this is how much this was worth, here's with the ICO, blah, blah, blah. A lot of crap, okay? Again, you're welcome to read it on yourself. Honestly, it's really, really boring. But what they did was they applied the Howey test, all right? And this is the problem. The Howey test is from 1946, and my oh my, has technology changed. The court first examined whether the party's cryptocurrency-based contract constituted an investment contract governed by the federal securities exchange laws, relying on the U.S. Supreme Court investment contract test in the SEC versus Howey in 1946. The court found that the cryptocurrency was a security, that the plaintiff's economic harm arose from its initial coin offering, the ICO, that plaintiff Diamond Fortress had committed its software to the defendant's venture as a common enterprise and was exposed to potential harm. This was all based around a breach of contract, a default, if you will. But the takeaway here has to do with this now. They're saying, hey, wait a minute. The crypto that's used here is a security. We're going to apply the Howey test, right? That law, that standard. That's why I keep bringing up standard on this channel. Because again, once these cases happen, that's the precedent. That's the standard, all right? So now we've got more stuff going on where we've got courts over here saying, hey, we're going to use 1946 law. We're going to say this is a security. Do you know how much of a mess this is going to be? When the Ripple case is over, and I really do believe that Ripple Labs is going to win, when that is over and they're like, hey, it's not a security, what is going to have to happen? They're going to have to go back and redo all of these cases because the laws just aren't going to work. They're going to have to go through it and fix all of this mess, all because the governments did not want to classify if they were a commodity, security, currency, whatever you want to call it, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago when crypto first hit the scene. And then when the big ICO boom happened, 2016, 2017, 2018, well, that was another opportunity for the government to step in and stop the mess before it got bad. Here we are, how many years later, everyone, and they still can't plug the holes. There you go. Two cases that scare me. One where the CFTC is saying, hey, utility tokens are a commodity and we're going to tax that ass. And now we have superior courts going, hey, these tokens here, these are securities under the Howey test. We're going to apply that standard to this. Total mess in the industry. But all right, we have banks. Yep, we have a study that came out and banks own a lot of crypto. And oh my gosh, will you be surprised on which ones they hold? Banks hold 9.2 billion in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and other cryptos. Will they increase their share? Interesting. All right. Banks' exposure to crypto assets has been spread across three broad categories of crypto holding, custodial services, and crypto wallets and insurances. The Basel Committee on Banking Supervision recently published a report highlighting the exposure to crypto assets by these global banks. Yep, they got 19 responses, and of those 19 responses, America, Europe, and other parts of the world were submitting data. Now, mind you, not everyone submitted data, okay? There were some that didn't. I wonder how much crypto they own. But in those 19 banks, they own 9.2 billion worth of crypto. Now, that relative exposure only makes up 0.14% of the total exposure on an average cost basis. Again, this is why everyone is saying, hey, crypto will move when banks get involved, because right now you can see 0.14% of total exposure. If banks really start putting more money into crypto, that is going to make what you saw in the retail movement look like nothing. But what cryptos did these banks hold? Well, it's some of our favorites on the channel, and you're going to be surprised to hear what they are. Reported crypto asset exposures are primarily composed of Bitcoin, 31%, Ether, 22%, and a multitude of instruments with either Bitcoin or Ethereum, thinking wrapped, etc., 25, 10%. Now, here's the other ones, everyone's shocking, surprising part. Focusing on the top 20 reported crypto assets by exposure amount, other relatively significant reported crypto assets, and they're going from highest to smallest. We've got the top ones, 2%, Polkadot, Ripple's XRP 2%, Cardano Ada 1%, Solana 1%, Litecoin 0.4%, and Stellar Lumens XLM 0.4%. So we've got XRP, ADA, and XLM all represented by banks owning crypto. And remember, 0.14% exposure. Banks haven't even dipped their toe in the water yet. Be honest here, how shocked were you to learn that XRP and XLM is held by banks? I know, I told you in the beginning, it's breaking stuff. But no, it's interesting to see, because that is what banks are holding. And what's interesting is that's what we report heavily on this channel, right? All right, I know not the Bitcoin Ethereum part, but the other ones there. And we've got CFTC and we've got a superior court both saying two different things. The thing with the CFTC that really scares me, the utility token being classified as a commodity and them wanting to go after it and pursue charges on it for not having proper licensure to trade futures. That is scary, because that's the mechanism. They're talking about the utility token behind it that fuels the mechanism of that exchange. And we also have Superior Court out there saying, hey, guess what? We're going to apply the Howey test 1946 to what's going on right now. There was a default in a contract. So they're saying, hey, to calculate damages, crypto is being classified as a security, so we're going to tax that ass. Confusing stuff out there in the crypto world, which all could have been avoided by the governments if they would have acted sooner, which takes a lot of time to steer the Titanic, and it takes a lot of time to get a government in the right direction. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. The support has been amazing. My gift to you is this: more knowledge on Web3 crypto space. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day.